Welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael. Today we're looking at Warriors Into the Wild, Chapter 16. And this chapter starts off with Blue Star just going at a swift pace. She's not running, but she's moving quickly and keeping everyone moving quickly. And a pace is the speed that you're like walking or hiking or running, moving. And swift, of course, is quick. So she's keeping a quick pace, making everyone kind of use their energy to keep going. And Tiger Claw's up front, Gray Paw, then Fire Paw. Raven Paw's kind of being a little slow, and Tiger Claw says, "Hurry up!" And Raven Paw jumps forward. Now, Fire Paw, Raven Paw, and Gray Paw are all three kind of together, bunched up, and they start talking, saying, "Hey, what was it like when Tiger Claw came out of the cave? Did he look any different or anything?" And they're like, no. Firepaw's like, he wasn't like scared or easily scared or anything. They feel that jittery. Not really, but I mean, Ravenpaw's been pretty jittery. And Ravenpaw's like, "What are you talking about? That place was just scary." And Great Paw says, "No, every single time you see Tiger Claw, you're like, your hair sticks up on the back of your neck." And so then they try to get like, "Hey, what was Tiger Claw talking to you about? Or what was he saying when he came out there?" And Tiger Claw or Great Paw says, "Oh, he just said he wanted to check on us to make sure we were guarding right." And they're like, "What was the moonstone like?" And Firepaw's like, "Oh, it was awesome. There's a glowing stone." But before they could really get into that, suddenly Blue Star and Tiger Claw are talking to another cat. And they kind of, "Oh, who's that guy? Is that a loner cat?" And it is. It's this loner cat named Barley. And he's talking with Blue Star and Tiger Claw. And he kind of has some sense saying, "Oh, you guys are in a hurry. Well, I better let you go." He says, "But, hey, just to warn you, don't go this way. There's two dogs that are new here. You probably want to go around." And so they're like, "Oh, we saw the dogs before. They were changed up." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, okay. I just want to let you know. Well, you guys have to get out of here. Bye." And so Blue Star and Tiger Claw take off. And Blue Star decides to listen to Barley's advice and to go back into the cornfield, not through the two-legged house. So they go out into the cornfield, and as they're walking, something grabs on Ravenpaw and pulls him into a ditch. And he goes, "Meow!" And suddenly, all of these rats jump out of the ditch and start attacking everyone. They're all over Firepaw and Blue Star and Tiger Claw and Gray Paw. And of course, Ravenpaw is being dragged into a ditch with a bunch of other rats on him. But Firepaw just starts going crazy. Ow, scratch, ow, ow, scratch, fighting off all these rats. Until finally, some other cat, who we find out is Barley, comes over, boom, grabs a rat, throws it off of Firepaw. Firepaw gets up, starts helping out Gray Paw and Ravenpaw. And Barley jumps over to where Blue Star is and starts killing all the rats off of Blue Star, knocking them away. And he's kind of a rat fighting, rat catching pro. And so he's knocking all these rats off. And then once all the rats run away, Tiger Claw jumps onto Barley. And he's like, "You sent us into a trap. This was a rat trap." Barley says, No, I didn't. I didn't know the rats were here. "So why did you send us away from the two-leg place?" "The dogs, they untie the dogs at night to protect their home." And then Firepaw says, "Tiger Claw, Blue Star's injured." And Tiger Claw gets off of Barley and goes over to Blue Star. She's not moving. She's not breathing. Her eyes are kind of just looking out. And Firepaw's like, "What should we do? Should we do something? Can we help her?" And Tiger Claw just says, "She's in Star hands now. She's in Star Clan's hands now. There's nothing we can do." And he just sits and waits. And everyone's just watching. And then Fireball's like, "Oh, please, Star Clan, don't take our leader away. Star Clan, please help." And Blue Star comes back to life. Oh my goodness, she died. that was one of her lives that that you get when you become a leader. You get the 9 lives. Wow. So she kind of wakes up and she's hurt. Oh, what happened? And then they kind of share the story. Now, while she's waking up, Tiger Claw tells Barley, "Get out of here." And Barley just kind of runs away, and Firepaw kind of gives like a thank you nod, and Barley kind of sees it and he goes off. But now that Blue Star is kind of waking up, Tiger Claw starts giving orders. Ravenpaw, go get some cobwebs. Gray Paw, go get some of these like herbs from these plants. And I could have that switch, but they take off. And then Firepaw kind of tries to help Blue Star a little bit. Firepaw or Gray Paw and Ravenpaw come back with the things, and Firepaw tells Tiger Claw, "Oh, Yellow Fang taught me how to do this. Would you like me to do it?" Tiger Claw says, "Yeah, put the cobwebs and stuff for Blue Star." So Firepaw goes over there and he starts putting some cobwebs on her neck and chewing up some juice from these plants and dripping it on her neck. And Blue Star says, "Oh, those rats would have eaten me alive if Tiger Claw wouldn't have saved me." And then Firepaw said, "It wasn't Tiger Claw. It was Barley. Barley saved you." She's like, "Oh, where is he now? I want to thank him." And he said, "Oh, Tiger Claw made him go away because he thought Barley sent us into a trap." And Blue Star says, "Well, what do you think?" And Firepaw says, "Well, a loner cat sending us into a trap and then just to save us? It doesn't make any sense. What would he gain by doing that? I don't think it would. I don't think he did it or set us into a trap." And she doesn't really agree or disagree, but just listens. And then she says, "Okay, we got to get out of here." And they say, "No, you need to rest, Blue Star." And Blue Star says, No, we have to go quickly." And as they're going, right, and they're going much slower now, but Tiger Claw asks, "Blue Star, it's been a long time since I've seen you lose a life. How many lives have you lost?" And Blue Star says, "This was my 5th life." So I guess she has 4 more. And Firepaw's like a little bit like, "Whoa, I can't believe Tiger Claw just asked that so openly." But he doesn't really know the etiquette or anything, and just kind of continues on. Whew, man, incredible, exciting chapter. Loped is kind of a way of running and kind of a jumping while you're running. Think of how a deer runs through a forest or something. Boom, boom, boom. We say lopes through a forest. Ventured. This is kind of going out on a journey, starting a journey. But it can also be used in a conversation. Do you think that's a good idea? Oh, maybe there's something you're scared, but you just have bravery and courage to start that question or that conversation. Protest. No, nah. To say something opposite or against or defend yourself. And so I think Gray Paw says, "Man, Ravenpaw, you've been really jumpy against Tiger Claw." And Ravenpaw protests, right? "No, the cave has just been scary." Hedgerows. I threw this one in here because I was looking at this word what is this word? It just didn't make sense to me for a while. But I had hedgerows. A hedge is like a bush, and they're planted in rows to maybe make a fence around a house. A hedgerow. Swarmed means coming in masses together to overcome something. So all of these rats all coming together, swarming the ThunderClan cats. Shrill. I can really do shrill, but a high-pitched. Imagine the squeak of a mouse or a rat. That kind of sounded like a monkey. But that sound, really high-pitched, is shrill. Writhed. We think we had this one before, but that's to wiggle in all directions. So when the rats were jumping onto Firepaw, even though he was stronger than them, there were more of them. So he starts wiggling, using all his muscles and biting and clawing. And he actually did a pretty awesome job in that fight. Discussion question. Do you think Barley sent the ThunderClan cats into a trap, or did they just have some bad luck? And of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.